Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I am joined this evening by my two partners in crime, Callum and Jamie. How are we doing this fine evening?
Good.
Looking forward to the weekend where we're going to be doing the watch on for UFC 299, the one before the big 300. How are we all feeling for that card?
I think this is the big one. I think 300 is the one after the big one, if I'm going to be honest.
You think this is the one that everyone should be like, hey, get 300. This is the one that you really need to watch.
Like 300 is a great card. It's just coming after this card, which is for me kind of a bit weird. Like,
yeah. Jamie, you looking forward to this card? Do you think this is the real people's UFC 300?
Yeah, this is the fans 300. Yeah, exactly.
Well, apart from the main event, which will
the main event shit. But...
yes, but before we get into that, make sure everyone to hit the like button, share button, and subscribe button, and also make sure to subscribe to the Sanderson Show and Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Links are in the title. Yeah, let's get in at the top of the card. We are seeing the rematch that people wanted to see, which is Sugar Sean O'Malley making his first defense of his UFC Bantamweight title against Marlon Vera. I'll start off with you, Jamie, because you mentioned it before. How are you feeling for this main event?
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. No, man, I can't be bothered. It's just I don't like Brett. I don't like him. I don't like O'Malley. I don't like the guy. I just don't like him. I don't like his personality. I don't like his hair. I don't like his fighting skills. I don't like his tattoos. I don't know the way he talks. I just don't. I don't know. I don't really like him. So I hope he gets smashed up, to be perfectly honest. But I think he's had for someone that's pushed so hard. I think he's got a terrible CV. You know, I don't think he's really, apart from his last fight, I don't think he's really fought anyone that great. Even his opponent on the weekend, he lost to him before, and he ain't great. So yeah, I think he's really pushed and spoke about with not really having a credible CV. I don't get it.
Well, Khan, what do you think about this particular opponent? Obviously, Marlon Vera was the one that gave Sean O'Malley his first loss, but it's not like Vera's coming off some, stellar run for the belt and stuff like that. Like, he lost to, got outclassed by Corey Sandhagen last fight. Like, sort of can fight the... This is going to sound really disrespectful. He can fight the bums of the division. When it's time to step up, he sort of goes, sorry, the lights got a bit too bright.
Yeah.
And then freezes. I just realized that, and he had a fight with Triple C last year cancelled.
Yes.
Now that he would have shrunk under those lights. But do you think this was the right opponent for Sean for him to make his defense, or should he have given the shot to Aljamain Sterling?
It's the right opponent for O'Malley, I'd say, but it's not the right opponent. And look, Vera's a fun fighter when he gets going. But there's two sides of Vera. There's the Vera that seeks and destroys, and there's the Vera that's lackluster,
passive.
Yeah, we've seen that 2 times in a row now. The Pedro Munoz fight was to get a title shot off that fight is kind of crazy. And this is kind of the UFC just like giving Sean what he wants, which to me again is a bit crazy when Sean's only fought 1 title fight and before that was Yan. So Jay's right, his CV isn't great. The Yan fight, many people actually dispute that he even won that. I gave him 2 rounds to 1, but the masses actually gave that fight to Yan, which I can't even sit there and go, they're wrong. Like, that's just a difference of opinion. The Aljo fight, he won decisively. Although I still go back and I look at it and I think Aljo, for whatever reason, decided to fight to entertain the fans as opposed to fight to keeping his belt. And you never do that. Like, you absolutely never. It's almost like Aljo all week in the lead up to that fight was trying to become more popular than O'Malley, and he was never going to be. So why change your fighting style? Just go out there and do what you're doing and get the dub. The Vera ones feels like a layup. and he shouldn't be getting a title fight. Like I've got nothing but respect for Vera. Like the family man, he works extremely hard. He never says no to a fight. He always shows up, and you never see him quit. If I'm not mistaken, he's never been stopped in the octagon. He's a fighting man, but I mean, Marab, I'd still say Cejudo deserves a shot over Marlon Chito. Well, maybe not Cejudo now after too long.
Yes,
But then you've got
that's right, Cal.
Yeah. I forgot the one person you dislike more than O'Malley. I mean, Marab, Aljo for me could have got a rematch. Sanhagen, maybe they could have waited to do a Sanhagen fight. It just feels as though this is a layup for Sean, and it's there for him to dunk.
Yeah, don't worry. Sanhagen's getting fed to Umar Nurmagomedov in.
Sanhagen beat Vera, didn't he? Only 2 fights ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally outpointed him.
Like dealt with him easy.
This is the weakest main event in UFC in the last 2 years.
Yeah, for a title fight, yeah.
I'd probably say Amanda Nunes' his retirement fight was up there.
Oh yeah, but Amanda Nunes versus anyone was like.
But with Amanda Nunes knowing she was going to retire, there was emotion going into that fight, so it's something.
And that was a short notice change as well because Penny got injured.
Yeah,
but this main event, man, it's just.
I'd have to say, like, I'm not a fan of this main event. I completely agree with both of you. Like, his CV is a bit meaty. Vera's only got this title shot because he's beaten Sugar Sean. The only reason why. I've not seen Sean O'Malley discuss about this particular fight at all. I've seen him chatting about Ilya Poirier at 45.
Yeah.
I've seen him on podcasts talking about it, that he could beat a Prime McGregor at 45.
Yeah,
like he must be smoking some of the finest greens over in America for him to be thinking that utter rubbish. To think that he could beat Prime McGregor at 45, which just shows the delusion. But you know what? It'd be so funny if Vera just turns up and goes and smokes Sugar Sean and just watch Dana's face just go, oh, for fuck's sakes. That's my star right there. And that got slept. Because we know, Jamie, that in Dana's eyes, this is his next big star. Because there's a couple of fighters at the moment that Dana's trying to push to be the next big thing. And Sugar Sean, for me, is at the top of the list, where he's going to push Sugar Sean to the absolute hilt, like what the WWE did to Roman Reigns early on. Tried to push him.
Acknowledge me.
yeah. Before that, when he's still the big dog.
Yeah.
I just feel like that. This is in Dana's eyes. This is the next McGregor. Do you agree?
He's not even McGregor's wife, let alone McGregor. You know, it's just I don't think he's that charismatic. I think it's very.
I find him quite boring.
I think it's very forced. Awful. I think he's really forced. I reckon if you got to colour your hair the way you do, dress up the way you do, it's because you haven't got no personality. You know, he's not.
I think he does funny social media videos, but I agree, he's not.
So do I.
Yeah. He's not the most. He isn't the most charismatic.
No, and I don't understand why Corey Sanderhagen ain't getting this fight with him instead of Vera.
He was injured, wasn't he?
Is he injured? Is that the reason?
To Umar Nurmagomedov, mate, he's getting fed.
Yeah. Because and he got the strongest punch. It's just. I don't get it. This Vera fight, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think Yan beat him as well. You know, I think that was an extremely close fight. No one cares. I don't know anyone who cares. Like,
literally, Gospel cares because he says can't lie him into the hype.
Yeah, I get the fight.
Really be the hype for this fight at all.
His CV though is so bad. If he's going to be pushed, he needs to fight some people now. I mean, what are the rankings here? I'm annoyed now.
Marab's number one, which I think Marab's the next guy.
Marab should be the fighter because he's number one ranked.
Yeah, it should be.
Dana's
so he's the next fighter. Take it.
which Dane's confirmed that this is like Merab's the next in line. Which
Vera's number 5.
oh,
And here's a killer. Henry Cejudo is ranked lower than Vera, but Vera hasn't beat anyone in that top 5.
No.
yeah, I told you he's only getting the shot because he beat Sean.
Oh, the bantamweight.
If he didn't beat Sugar Sean, then he would have, been fighting. Who's like Umar, like Chito would have been fighting Umar. He would have been fed to Umar Nurmagomedov, not Corey Sandhagen.
Didn't Vera beat Dominic Cruz?
Oh, mate, that kick to Cruz, literally.
But Dominic Cruz,
he's not the guy anymore.
He's basically disabled. You know what I mean? His knees are so bad, his legs are so bad, he can't move.
Yeah. He's not the guy
so
anymore.
we're going off. I'm just looking at the bantamweight division right now. It is one meaty division.
There's no structure to it. I actually think the division's good. There's no structure to it. They've ruined the structure of this fight.
Yeah, but Dominic Cruz is still top 15.
And his last fight was Vera, right?
Right, I know. I've got it now. Right, if O'Malley wins this fight and you want to push him to the moon, then his next fight has got to be against Volk.
Oh.
If you want to push O'Malley to the moon and you've got to give him credible opponents, his next fight has to be Volk.
Hold on, he's got all the division to clean out, Jamie. Hey,
why not put him straight in with Poirier then? Double champ.
Yeah, or the Poirier fight.
Whoa.
No, I don't like it. I hear you, Luke. Shameless plug your last video that we did as well.
Yeah, the last video. Why are we talking about this? Like he's not got a whole division of killers. Let's be honest.
Because Dana doesn't
be a
care.
champ until Umar gets ready and Umar's taken off that belt. And then we'll see Khabib go, look, it's another prodigy of mine.
Luke, you're thinking about us, the fans. Dana doesn't care. Dana's here to make money. If Sean beats Vera and does it decisively, he's already been calling out to Poirier. Poirier's already said that's the fight he'll take. In Spain, I mean, Luke, bro, I don't like it, but
Spain has to remain in Spain. Let O'Malley live another day. Facts, 100%. Before we get predictions,
I can see Volk. I can see it happening though.
I bloody hope not.
I can see it happening.
Football gospel. So Aljo's playing mind games with Sugar Sean. Aljo claims that he's heard rumors from Vera's camp that Vera's had a bad camp. Vera's managers denied those rumors. Yeah, I think Bisping denied them as well. Bisping denied them as well because I think Perillo was Bisping's former coach, and he's denied those rumors. But
I don't get why Aljo would come out and say anything regardless.
Yeah, like he's got no skin in this game. And
he's in a different division now.
Brother, focus about Calvin Cater because you're going to be getting the title shot real soon, my friend. Trust me, you will be. Predictions. I'll start off with you, Callum.
All right. I think
what round is he finishing him in?
I think Vera beats him. And the reason I say that, I think
Vera beats him.
So here's the thing. O'Malley for me is way better, is way more a fine striker, and he'll catch Vera. I just don't know if you can knock Vera out. If you can't knock him out, I don't think you stop him because I don't think he's going to be able to submit him or do anything else in terms of keep him grounded. Vera will just keep on tracking you until he knocks you out if he has to. And we haven't seen Sean go into those 4th, 5th rounds yet. We've seen Vera do it. I think Vera stops him late. I do.
I think those leg kicks can be a massive factor, Vera's leg kicks, we know how he stopped him, basically caught him on that nerve, basically folded him like a deck chair.
Yeah.
Jamie, your predictions? Do you think Vera can get it done, or do you think he's?
I want Vera to get it done. I do.
Oh, shock horror!
but I think Sugar is going to win it with a really dodgy split decision that we're all going to be talking about Monday.
Hey, stranger things have happened. Football Gossip has got walk-off KO 2nd round. Sugar Show.
Sugar's a better striker.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go Sean O'Malley. I reckon Vera's gonna freeze under the lights. I think the light's gonna get a bit too bright for him, and I think he's gonna freeze like he did against Sandhagen. And I think O'Malley's just gonna batter and pillar the post for 5 rounds. It's not gonna look pretty, and yeah, we'll get on the mic and he'll say, "Yeah, calling out Ilya, I want to fight him in Spain." Forgetting that he's got a whole other division to fight. But moving on to the main
You
event.
don't want the Marab fight. I know that.
Yeah, does not want the Marab fight. Moving on to the people's main event, the co-main event, 5 rounds. Dustin Poirier making his return after nearly 12 months out after the head kick KO loss to Justin Gaethje, and he's fighting my guy, my one to watch this year, Benoit Saint-Denis. And listen to this as a fact. Jake Paul's been boxing 6 years. Benoit Saint-Denis has been training MMA for only 6 years.
That's mad.
And he's getting a top 5 guy against Dustin, which I commend Dustin for. I've slated him a little bit by not doing the Justin Gaethje by fighting Rafael Fiziev. He sort of sat on his ranking and waited. So I commend him for him taking a big risk, because he's in a lose-lose here. You beat Saint-Denis, you go, you should really beat him. But if he loses, Benoit hops into title contention straight away for me. And then we're sort of looking at Dustin as in, is he going to go up to 170, have a few more paydays, and then call it a day? Which I think he said that his MMA career is running out. I'll start off with you, Callum. What do you think of the matchup? Are we going to see the Diamond back again, or do you think we're going to see his slow decline at 155?
I love this fight, and the reason I love this fight is because Gaethje did this with Fiziev. We had the top 5 who just wouldn't fight anyone below the top 5, and they were just going in a merry-go-round. And Gaethje, fair play to him, was the one that kind of broke that cycle. He took on Fiziev, beat him in the UK, beat him in London. Oliveira is doing it with Sarukian, taking on Sarukian at 300. And Poirier, who in my opinion was probably the worst for it, because he kept on turning down Dariush's fight, for example.
Yeah, Dariush must be pissed.
Took this fight against Saint-Denis. I think Dustin Poirier, not that he was forced into taking this fight, but I think his back's against the wall. Because he's beaten Chandler. He's 1-on-1 with Gaethje, but he's not going to fight Gaethje again for now. He can't get a title shot with Islam. McGregor's fight's not happening again. Like, there was no other fight for him effectively. So he kind of had to take this fight if he was going to be active and try and make another run at the belt.
But there's no fights at 70, because I thought he would have made the hop to 70.
Nah, I don't think he's going to go up to 70. Like, he can make 55 still, and I think he can make it comfortably enough where he's not completely depleting his body. And he knows going up to 170, he's given away a massive size advantage that he effectively has at 55.
Yeah.
I love this fight. If there's one thing we know about Poirier,
he can scrap.
He can scrap. He's not gonna. We never watch a Poirier fight and go, he didn't fancy it today. Never. We've never thought that about him.
Never.
But Saint-Denis is a sap. I mean, he must be like today's version of Crocop, right? Because he did the special forces stuff.
That's my guy right there. He is my one to watch.
Yeah, he's a savage. Like, his last knockout against Favola was brutal. I remember we all watched that, didn't we? I think we all watched that, and we all collectively were just like, "Oh, damn, this guy."
That's my guy right there.
Yeah,
Football Gossiper said, that he was forced. He tried to reject it, but Dana probably grips him up against the wall, saying, "You will take this fight." Saying, "You will." Jamie, what for Benoit Saint-Denis? What a massive opportunity this is, because I think he's ranked number 12, 13 at the moment. So you get this win here, like, he's probably a fight away from the title, or potentially even ready for a title shot should he beat Dustin, because you can't imagine beating a Dustin Poirier and then not expect to get either a number one contenders bout or a shot at the belt.
Yeah, look, this is a passing of the torch kind of fight, in my opinion.
Yep.
I think this might be a passing. Look, the diamond needs to be turned back into coal, in my opinion. And you know, Benoit wants to use it, he can. It's time he gave it up. I'm bored of him now. Hanging around for no reason. He's like an ex-girlfriend who just don't know the word no. Just go away. You know what I mean? I've had enough of him. He can go. Sick of all these old fighters now just hanging on for dear life.
So how old is Dustin now? He's
Dustin
35, so he's definitely not winning no belt now.
That's why. What's the point of him? Ben, he's going to be a gatekeeper, and I don't want to see that. So yeah, Benoit's going to win this quite easily, in my opinion. He's going to destroy him, going to ruin him, and he's going to wish he weren't born.
Just
He's going to destroy him.
Yeah,
I think Benoit's going to catch him with that head kick.
I don't like Dustin. I've never liked him.
You never liked Dustin?
Nah, he's a fraud. I want him gone, man.
I think Dustin's going to win this fight. I think he's going to get a decision win. I think he loses the first round, and I think he beats him in the next two rounds against the decision.
Well, Callum, it's a 5-rounder, mate.
Oh, yeah,
it's a 5-round co-main, baby.
Oh, yes, it is. You're right. All right, I'm going Dustin then. I'm going Dustin by decision.
Hey, last time Dustin had a proper 5-round scrap was against Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker was talking about beating Dustin, climbing the rank, and then Dustin put an all-time beat down on Hooker, saying, "What? Do you want another round?"
Do you know what? You know what I will say? Obviously, the pandemic is one of the worst things that's happened to us as humans in our lifetimes. But from a strictly a UFC standpoint, that era, I will never forget that era. You know, like just
kept me going.
It's not even just that. Hearing the sounds of the kicks and punches in an empty arena hit different. When Ngannou knocked out Rosenstruik and you heard the punches, you're like, "Oh, this UFC stuff is real. It's real."
Or when Izzy landed the head kick against Costa.
But even the Hooker and Poirier fight, every punch you just heard the punches and kicks, and you're just like, "Oh, people actually want to do this."
I know, crazy. It's crazy. Just before I get predictions from both of you, is Dustin Poirier the best UFC fighter never to win undisputed gold? Yes or no?
One of them. I'm actually making a video at the moment about this, but he's definitely one of them. I wouldn't say he's the best though.
So put Ferguson. This is at any division, by the way. This is
any division. Wow, that's tough, man. Any division. I don't know. You know,
best fighter to never win undisputed gold, not counting the interim belt.
Not in the interim shit.
Yes. Off the top of my head, I think of Rumble Johnson, Gustafsson, Romero.
Yeah, Romero's one, man. That's
BJ Penn won the belt, didn't he?
Yeah, BJ Penn was definitely undisputed.
2 weight classes, man.
Yeah. BJ was a beast. Like
BJ went up to 170 when he shouldn't have, and beat that. That might be it. Ferguson's one, I suppose. Gaethje. I mean,
Gaethje
might never win a title, man.
Hey, Gaethje Ferguson in the empty arena.
Oh,
literally the coach is saying, "Hey, take 10% off your punches. You're trying to kill him in there."
Yeah, that was mad.
But no, I don't think Dustin is the best fighter never to win at undisputed gold.
One of them, though.
He's definitely in the top 10, but he's not.
Well, he bottoms the big moments, doesn't he?
For me, because paid in full. I think you need to check your bank balance, mate, because I think it's still empty.
I don't know if I agree, I don't think he's bottled. I just think he's come up against the best. Like, to lose to Khabib and Oliveira, they're arguably the 2 greatest lightweights.
Yeah.
He might it's in the same way that Cormier came up against a prime Stipe and a prime John Jones. like it might just be one of those things.
Yeah, that is very true. That is very true.
Predictions. I'll go to you, Callum, first. 5-round co-main event. Does Dustin get it done?
Yeah, I think he wins by decision. I think Benoit Saint-Denis absolutely beats him up in the first round. Second round, he beats him up a bit, and Dustin starts to take over as the rounds progress, and then he gets a decision win. Sorry,
Jamie?
Joe.
Benoit first round knockout.
I just love the straight face.
And then after that, you give Benoit Michael Chandler if Chandler don't fight McGregor.
That's a shout. Football Gospel Zabit, never to win the belt.
Zabit was my guy.
Hey, he got offered a crap ton of money to come back. He went no.
Oh, do you know how much it breaks my heart? Zabit walked away from the sport.
But Zabit didn't fight long enough, did he?
No, he did, but he was
super talented.
He was super talented, but he just walked away, didn't he? So I don't know if you can.
Yeah, I think he walked away to actually. I don't know if he's doing humanitarian work or something. It was for
his mum wanted him to retire as well. I think, which was a factor. You know what?
I think he went undercover.
Second, the mum says you're not fighting anymore. Yes, mother.
He was so good. My brother's still teasing me about it because I always went on about Zabit and
health issues apparently.
Oh, was it health issues?
Oh, was it health issues as well?
Yeah,
such a bloody shame, man.
He was a superb technical fighter, though.
Oh, he was so
different class, man. I mean, he just.
I literally still randomly I'll watch his fights and just sit there and go, "What could have been?
What if?
Yeah.
What if? I'm gonna go Saint-Denis, my guy.
I know you are. You're always gonna go Saint-Denis.
Yeah, Saint-Denis, my guy. I think he's gonna get it done for me by decision. This is a massive step up for him, and I believe should he win, he should fight the loser of Oliveira Sarukian.
I mean, where's Poirier ranked though?
I think he's ranked like 2 or 3.
Dustin's third, yeah. Only Gaethje
I
Oliveira.
mean, if Saint-Denis wins, I think he should fight the winner of Sarukian and Oliveira.
Yeah,
because he'll go third if he wins this fight. He'll go to number 3, and if Oliveira beats Sarukian,
if Max beats Gaethje, does Max get the title shot?
Yeah. If he wants it, though.
Yeah. Moving on to the debut. You know, UFC signing one of the hottest free agents, Michael Venom Page, someone that me and Callum had the privilege of watching live a couple of years ago in a fight that was an absolute stink fest, not of his own,
not for his
because
fault,
of Logan Storley. That was an absolute bum. We booed him out the building, and he trolled us. He trolled us on the way out, which is
he did. He actually did, didn't he?
He trolled us. He trolled us real good.
I can't lie, he did.
Yeah. I think that was the FA Cup final weekend, and I remember rushing
back
home
in 2021. No,
I rushed home.
No, 2022, wasn't it?
Yeah, I rushed home.
That's gone quick, innit?
To watch. Sarukian Oliveira will face the winner of Islam. Yeah, Dana changes his mind all the time. So
I think it'll be if Gaethje beats Max, it'll be Gaethje. If he doesn't, then maybe the winner of Oliveira Sarukian, because Max might not take that fight. Max might fight to Poirier next.
Big up, keep it real. Thank you. MVP is the king of walk-offs. Yes.
I don't know, Mark Hunt.
Yes. It's Mark Hunt. Michael Venom Page will be making his debut against Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland is what's the best way to describe him? He's definitely a fan favorite. He knows he's not going to get a title. Like he's even said, like, I don't fight for belts, which is a bit like, you don't fight for belts. I don't know what you're doing there, mate.
Fight for money, the moolah.
Fighting for money.
Yeah.
I'll start off with you, Callum. Obviously, this has been a long time coming for Michael for MVP to make the jump to the UFC, and obviously, like he got paid well at Bellator. He got paid real cushy at Bellator. Do you think this was the right move for him now to hop over to the UFC? And do you think he will get that same trajectory like on Michael Chandler, where he fights someone lower down, and then he just gets the rocket strapped straight away to climb him up the division?
So, from a financial aspect, I think this is the best time for him to join. From a fighting aspect, I don't. I think he feels, from a fighting aspect, it would have been about 3 or 4 years ago, as he was coming into his peak and in his peak. Not to say he doesn't look after himself well, and he's barely taken any damage, of course, across the course of his career. He's the one that dishes out the damage. But you just think about like the level of opposition he's fought and the level of opposition he's going to be going in against now is going to be night and day. Big MVP fan. I think he's deceptively bigger than people think as well. I've been around him a couple times, and he's deceptively bigger. He looks really skinny and slender on TV. When you stand next to him, you realize how much of a unit he is. So I think that might surprise Kevin Holland quite a bit, because Kevin Holland's a big guy for 85 as well. Sorry, bro.
It's the same height as Kevin Holland.
Yeah, and they're probably the two tallest welterweights now, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Holland's got an 81-inch reach. I don't know what reach MVP's got.
Crazy.
Probably something similar. But Jamie, for MVP, like this fight, do you think this was the correct matchup to give him? I know that there was rumors that they were going to match him up with Wonderboy, but as a first fight into the UFC, do you think this is the right matchup, or do you think they should have given him someone else as the welcome to the UFC?
I think it's very difficult because I don't see MVP winning any fight in the UFC. So I think it's come too late. Personally, I look at this welterweight division. Who do we actually see MVP beating? In all seriousness,
I think he beats Holland.
I mean, he might win this fight because Hill's a bit of a weird.
I think he beat Wonderboy. I think he beat Wonderboy.
Don't know, man. I maybe Wonderboy because he's
I thought that's the fight they would have given him.
Yeah. Kevin Holland is Kevin Holland's such a mixed fighter. He looks good one week and then looks terrible the next. You know what I mean? But it wouldn't surprise me if Holland won this fight. And then what do you do with MVP? I think MVP will win though. And then who do you give him after that? Wonderboy, and then who after that? He ain't beating. I don't think he's beating Usman. I don't think he's beating Bilal. I don't think he's beating Shavkat. I don't think he's beating Gilbert Burns. I don't think he's beating Ian Gary. And he definitely ain't beating Leon Edwards, in my opinion. So I don't know what you do with him.
I think for MVP, I think he knows. I think the UFC know that he's got a very limited time span. Like, they're not going to do what they did to Michael Chandler and have him sit out for 12, 18 months whilst they're waiting for McGregor. I think MVP knows that he's probably got a few fights left in him. And should he win, I think they're going to climb him up the rankings real quick. Like, you're going to be like 2 fights and he gets a title shot and you're going to go, what? MVP fighting Edwards like next year? But
I think this is the way the UFC can map out the path for MVP. If he beats Holland, which is a big if, you give him Wonderboy Thompson, which he should win that fight. That'll put him in number 8 or 7th. And then you give him Bilal Muhammad. If I'm going to say, I believe Leon Edwards beats Bilal Muhammad when they fight. So I'd say give him Bilal Muhammad. I think he beats Bilal Muhammad. That will put him 2nd in the rankings. And then he gets a title shot. I think he has to win 3 fights to get the title shot.
See, I got a feeling that UFC. So I think what they want to do, UFC want Ian Gary versus Leon Edwards. I think that would be. I actually think that will surpass the Bilal fight.
Yeah, it will.
I think Ian Gary. I don't think Bilal will get the title fight. I think Ian Gary will. I think
Bilal's been well and truly screwed for political.
I think if Bilal doesn't get a title fight, then the UFC has to be investigated.
Yeah, and then I think MVP will win this fight the weekend against Wonderboy. I think it's 50-50 because Wonderboy. So everyone underestimates. I think that's 50-50, and then if he wins that, then Bilal probably, and then if he beats Bilal, then he fights the winner of Leon Edwards and Ian Gary. So I think they're trying to do Leon Edwards and Ian Gary in Manchester. So
quick comment here by I don't know if I'm going to get baited with the name, so I'm not going to say it just in case. Saying Bilal is a tank, has a good chance against Edwards. Leon did not look good versus Covington. I disagree. For me, I think Leon looked good against
Leon didn't get out of second gear
against Colby because he didn't need to get out of second gear. To be honest, like didn't need to get out of second gear. I just hate the fact when people have a go at the champions for not putting on an exciting fight. It's the challenger's responsibility to rip the belt off the champion.
Yeah.
People want to sugarcoat the fact that Leon was styling Bilal before that fight ending. Yeah, correct. However, MMA doesn't work like that the second time round.
Yeah. I was going to say, remember, we all sat here and watched Leon Edwards lose 3 rounds in a row against Kamaru Usman and then land a head kick knockout. So, not saying Bilal would have landed a head kick knockout on Leon, but you never know what happens in a fight from round 1.
I completely agree. Covington did
we
not
all agree
deserve
on that
title shot. Like we all agree, Covington never deserved that title shot, but we know why he got there. Probably to drop the lawsuit against Masvidal.
Yeah, against Masvidal. Yeah.
So that's why, and we know why Bilal ain't getting the title shot. It's political reasons.
And Masvidal's training again. So,
yes, I think.
Yes, I reckon he does boxing. I don't think he comes back to.
I don't know. I think it might be. I think they're going to do Colby Masvidal.
No, I don't want to see that again.
No, I think. If Gaethje wins,
Masvidal comes back, he'd either fight
Gaethje
McGregor
for the BMF
or Diaz.
at 170.
Gaethje kills Masvidal.
What at 70? Do you think?
Anyway,
yeah,
this is not the Masvidal of 4 years ago.
That's true.
It's a different Masvidal now. Gaethje kills that guy now. Masvidal should only come back to fight McGregor or Diaz.
Yeah, I think they missed the boat with McGregor. They should have done it when he had the BMF belt after Cerrone.
Yeah.
Like they completely missed the boat. Predictions. I'll start off with you, Jamie. How do you think this is gonna end up? Holland's last 3 was a loss and 2 wins.
Yeah, Kevin Holland
submission and lost by
weird.
decision.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. I think this fight is going to be stylistically a good-looking fight, in my opinion. I think it could be like the Kevin Holland Wonderboy fight, which was an excellent fight, where they just go at it. And I think MVP wins on points.
Yeah. I just got Callum, do you share the same agreement to Jamie that MVP wins on points, or do you think he's just gonna land something spectacular and it's gonna get that exciting KO finish?
I'm gonna be a Debbie Downer here. I think Holland gets the decision. And as much as I want MVP to win, the reason I say that is because Holland decided to fight a fan-friendly fight against Wonderboy, and he got battered in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
If he does the same thing against MVP, he gets beaten even worse. He's got a significant grappling advantage over MVP. I think he utilizes that, and I think he gets the win that way.
Do you think he gets the submission? Because we knew how quickly he submitted Michael Chiesa in their fight not so long ago.
I don't think he gets a submission win. I think he wins via points, but I don't think he submits him.
So I'll never trust Holland's in-cage fighting IQ.
I think that Wonderboy fight is not gonna make him want to do that with MVP. Like to do that with MVP is such a dangerous thing to do. Like, we've seen him literally crack people's skulls in the octagon.
Yeah, and like blow out people's knees.
The guy is a savage. So
I'll probably go MVP by points. I think it's going to be a difficult fight. It's not a given. I know some people have almost treated it like it's a layout fight. Easy win, but it's not an easy win. The welterweight division is probably the toughest division at the moment in the UFC. So I'm going to go MVP by points. Next on the card, we'll whiz I will whiz through these next two. Gilbert Burns making his return, fighting Jack Della Maddalena. See, got that without stuttering, so we're on good form. In another moment, similar to Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint-Denis, Gilbert Burns not sitting on his ranking, deciding to fight someone a little bit lower down. In a possible changing of the guard moments. Callum, how do you think we're seeing this one? Do you think Gilbert's grappling is gonna outdo the boxing of Della Maddalena?
I do. Della Maddalena's last win was against Holland. The fight before that, he took a short notice fight. I can't remember the fighter's name. And the fight was really getting to him and able to take him down at will almost. Gilbert takes you down, you're in the biggest trouble you can imagine because his jiu-jitsu is just next level. Plus, he can probably hit. He hits just as hard as Della Maddalena, if not harder. Della Maddalena's boxing is more slick, but he doesn't hit harder than Gilbert, in my opinion. So when you factor in Gilbert's the better wrestler, he's the better jiu-jitsu practitioner, and he hits harder. And let's be real, Gilbert can take a punch. Like he stood there with Hamzat and he traded with Hamzat. Like I think this is a bad match for Jack, and I rate Jack highly. I just think it's a bad match for him.
He's on like a 15-fight win streak.
Yeah.
Or no, 16. Went 0-2, and then he's just won every single fight since.
Jack's a problem, but Gilbert is a horrible fight for most people.
Jamie, what do you think about this bout? Do you agree with Callum that this was a poor matchup for Jack Della Maddalena? Do you think they should have matched up against someone like a Kevin Holland, Wonder Boy, someone that's a predominant striker to really push him up the rankings? Or do you think the UFC don't really see him as that type of star, and that's why they've sort of fed him to Gilbert?
I think he beats Gilbert, and it's going to fuck everything up.
I love it.
Gilbert, he does. I never think Gilbert's ever fought to his full potential, in my honest opinion, because he could be unstoppable at times. And I think he's got that one fight always in him where you think he should have won that. Like, I think he's got that sort of fight in him. And so Jack, he hits hard. If he can stay away from the submissions and the ground game, I think he beats Gilbert Burns. And it's like the shock of the night. I just feel that fight's got that in it. I think it might be a lot closer than what people think. And I think it's a fight that, they thought they could give him. Well, it's a fight they can give him that he can win, look decent, carry on, and get a bigger fight next time around. But it could all blow up in Gilbert Burns' face, I really do think that.
Well, I think Gilbert's training with Kamaru Usman. We know how that partnership ended up, which is fairly interesting to say the least. But I think JDM's biggest issue is going to be the grappling game, because that short notice fight he had, I thought he lost. He lost by decision. It was extremely, extremely close. I do think this was a bad matchup. I do agree with you, Jamie. I do think that they're giving this to Gilbert, saying, look, Gilbert, there's a guy with literally no ground game whatsoever. You're going to take him down. You're going to do the business. Like, if you're really, really good, you're probably going to get a finish. But I agree with you. I think Jack Della Maddalena's youth on the side, there's a 10-year age difference between the two. Like, Gilbert Burns is 37. Like, this ain't no spring chicken anymore. This ain't no young buck. So but Jack Della Maddalena's footwork is just crisp. His boxing is crisp. He is probably the best natural boxer in the welterweight division.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's definitely the most natural, gifted boxer. So for me, I'm going to say that he's going to pick up the win. I don't know whether or not Gilbert's chin's going, so I don't know whether or not I'm going to go Jack Della Maddalena by knockout. Because I don't think the last time Gilbert was finished was by Usman, and Usman just landed and just caught him. But I'm going to go Jack Della Maddalena by late third round TKO. He's going to knock Gilbert out. And just like you said, Jamie, Dana's going to go, for fuck's sakes. Let's talk about again. Just look at these comments. I want Dorino versus Colby, so I hope he wins.
Colby ain't taking that fight.
Yeah, Colby ain't taking no fight. I saw rumors of him versus Shavkat, not happening.
Oh no,
It'll be Colby versus Ian Gary next, because you
I
can
don't
just
think he'll
call
fight Ian Gary.
Nice call on JDM, all over him in this one. Why should he fight Colby next? That'd be a step down after Jack to me. Oh, don't know what's happening there. It's going to take like 3 fights for Dorino to get a title fight so he can eliminate Colby. Yeah, I think if Gilbert wins this, there's no clear shot for him to get a title shot. And then if Gilbert wins, he should get Ian Gary or someone like that. Ian Gary won't fight him because they train together.
You could do Gilbert and Rachmanov.
Oh yeah, Rachmanov would kill him. I have to say, Rachmanov.
I mean, we said the same about Hamza, and Gilbert looks all right, bro.
No, yeah, Rachmanov's that guy. Like, I don't see no mouth, no chatting. That. Rachmanov, that guy, he's a killer.
Yeah,
like, that's
scary.
A proper killer right there.
Yeah, he's
scary.
That's
a proper killer right there. We'll touch on the last fight on the main card, which is Petr Yan versus Song Yadong, a rematch. Start off with you, Callum. Is this going to be Petr Yan's redemption, or is that slide going to continue? And Song Yadong is going to pick up the W.
I think this is the start of his redemption arc. I think he goes out there and puts on a really good performance. Son Yadong's good. Son Yadong's still really young in the sport, and he's young, full stop. I think Yan has really got a bit between his teeth, and I think he's going to feel really like he's got a real point to prove. He's got a chip on his shoulder, and the last time Yan was like that was when he was chasing the title. And Son Yadong, he's got good wrestling. Obviously, he trains with Team Alpha Male. I just think Yan's going to be a different prospect for him in this fight, and I think he's going to get the job done. And I don't think he'll stop Song Yadong, but I do think it'll be a very comprehensive 3 rounds to 0 win.
Jamie, what do you think of the fight? I'm just trying to see whether or not they've fought before.
I don't know if they have.
I swear they have, because I swear there was like some sort of like controversy.
No, I don't think they have. Not them two. I know your Song Yadong's fought Sanhagen, and they got stopped.
Song Yadong's fought Sanhagen. He's beat Vera. He's sort of fought a who's who. Like, he's only 26, so this guy.
Yeah, he's tough, man. At 26,
this guy's got
through
time on the side. But Jamie, do you think this is Petr Yan's start of his redemption arc, or do you think his slide's just going to continue?
Yeah, Yan's done. This is yeah.
I did love Jerry's statement.
He's so absolute. He's so absolute.
Guys, I love this, guys.
Was he lost 3 in a row, I believe, hasn't he? Is it 3 in a row he's lost? Yeah, I mean,
his last one.
He's lost to 3 great fighters, let's be fair. But you know, I think his last fight came in his last win came in 2021 against Sanderson, if I remember rightly. So yeah, and then before that, he lost to Sterling. He beat a 57-year-old Aldo. I mean, it's just yeah. What can I say, man? He's getting cooked.
Just before I touched on it, last time he won the fight was when he beat Aldo for the belt.
Yeah, man.
Last time he won the fight, people.
Yeah,
last time he won the fight. Quick question before we go. Your fight of the night on the main card and on the prelims.
Oh, on the prelims. Oh, you saucy bastard. I
need to go double check the prelims.
Let me just have a look at the prelims because I can't quite remember.
So you got Curtis Blade versus Jalton Almeida.
Oh, it's all right. I found it. Don't worry.
Shukagan versus Barber. Gamrot versus Desanios.
Yeah. That's the fight.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what I was about to say. RDA Gamrot.
Yeah, that's the fight on the prelims.
How's that on the prelims?
Look how low that is on the card. Like, that's a sick fight.
It's not even the main event of the prelims.
That's not. Oh, that's a sick fight.
Michel Pereira's on the bloody fucking early.
He's on the early prelims.
Almeida's gonna be a good fight, so that's just.
Yeah, that will be.
That's
on the main card.
Next opponent.
I know Jay said this before, so I'm stealing your opinion here, Jay. I'm going Gilbert and Jack. I think for as long as that lasts, I think it's going to be a sick fight.
I'm going to go MVP. I think I mentioned that on your channel. MVP, that's going to be the fight of the night. Obviously, performance of the night is going to be my guy Benoit. He's going to put on a magnificent masterclass against Dustin. It's going to be magnifique.
Yeah, Gilbert Jackby fight of the night, I think, and Benoit will have knockout of the night.
I think Yan's going to have performance of the night.
And then we say that, all for it to be fight of the night will be Macy Barber versus Kelly Chikagan. And on that bombshell, everyone, make sure to check out the two guys' channel links in the title, Sanderson Show and Jamie Phillips Football Chats. Also, make sure to subscribe to Coppish as well. If you want the watch long for the Europa League game will be out on Thursday. And obviously getting ready for the big game on Sunday. Callum.
Whew.
Where shall people go to watch our watch long, the warm up for UFC 300, where we will be doing the prelims as well as the main card, getting warmed up, ready for the big card in April.
Indeed, on the Sanderson Show, guys, can't wait for it. Please come and support us on that. That's going to be like 5 hours worth of fights we're going to be doing. That ain't going to be easy for us, especially at the time in the morning. So yeah, come and support. And looking forward to that one on the Sanderson Show.
Jamie, where can people find you?
So I'm live at midnight on Jamie Phillips Football Chats, as it says right there.
Tonight?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm live at midnight, man. I'm live at midnight, talking some truths.
Hey, just make sure it doesn't.
My favorite Jamie. That's my favorite Jamie.
Whatever you do, Jamie, do not offend Arsenal fans because we do not want your videos to get taken down.
Oh yeah, man. Weak mentality, man. Weak.
Football Gospel says Jamie after dark. Yeah, everyone. So everyone, make sure to hit the link in the title for Jamie's channel to make sure you go and pop over there at midnight to watch his stream. But everyone that's tuned in, thank you everyone that's watched, commented, liked the video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subs. Make sure to subscribe to Jamie's and Callum's channel, and we'll see you all very soon.